Welcome to the masterclass, the plan you need to manifest a 2026 successfully. This is a Life by Design workshop presented by myself, Talia Pretty, and it is beautiful to have you here today. You are ready to manifest your dream life in 2026 and your next chapter. It does not require more effort, it requires a different foundation and understanding of energetic mastery. After this masterclass today, you are going to have your next step 2026 goals that are yours, no one else's. You're going to stop guessing, copying, or following trends. No more Instagram stalking, more blazing your own trail of success and understanding even what that is for yourself and knowing exactly what you want, why you want it, and what actually matters to you. You're going to understand how aligned, soul-led success is created. And for those who desire to speed up the game plan for a successful first quarter of 2026, so the first 3 months of 2026, there is a special offer at the end for you guys only. Knowing your soul purpose is clarity you can feel, and it's not just stuff you think about. I want to tell you that this will heal parts of you that have been longing for love. Now, these are beautiful photos from my Soul Shine retreats and women that I've worked with in coaching as well. This workshop is for you if you know you're here for more out of life and you're unsure about how to move forward. You might have tried certain things on your own, but you just keep hitting this glass ceiling. And that could mean financially, it could mean that within relationships, you keep hitting the same challenges on repeat. You've tried goal setting or manifesting and it's worked before or never before even. And you are at a point where you're just like, I really want it to work. You're feeling burnt out, you're feeling a lot of pressure, and you're starting over continuously. You want success and you want to understand your next level soul purpose. Now, I want to remind you that you don't need fixing. If you keep hitting these challenges, you need clarity, safety, and alignment. And if we haven't met before and you've just signed up to this masterclass, I am Talia. Yes, my last name is Pretty. I'm a mindset coach, award-winning mind body trainer, awarded in 2015 by Fitness Australia as someone transforming everyday people's lives, an NLP practitioner and somatic facilitator, as well as many other things that don't really matter because what matters is that I have helped countless amounts of women break free from self-sabotage, regulate their nervous system to believe that they can do anything they put their mind on, so that they trust themselves deeply and design lives rather than letting life be designed for them or at them, and businesses that actually feel good to live in. I call this soul shine living and living a life that makes you shine daily, not waiting for the holiday to enjoy life, but instead living a life you love every single day. Now, I've manifested some very cool things from, running my own business and quitting the 9 to 5 and doing my 5 year uni degree to blazing my own trail of success to launching a podcast, running a network marketing business, launching online programs, coaching programs, retreats, workshops, building a social media profile from the ground up, landing speaking roles at wellness festivals, my dream lover, a home birth, and so much more. Now, this isn't about gloating, it's about making you realize that anything you put your mind on, you can achieve, but you have to believe it at a soul level first. You can re identify yourself from anything into whatever you want, but you need strategy, you need a plan, and you need to believe it for yourself first. Now, Soulshine Living, this concept I'm talking about, was birthed through my breakdown. And this birthed a breakthrough. So if you maybe are going through a breakdown right now, I want you to know that you're not alone. Maybe you're like this beautiful lotus flower blooming through the mud, through the muck, through the darkness to emerge into the light like I did. And when I was younger, I felt lost for a lot of the start of my life. I thought, like, I wasn't meant to be here. Like, what was life? I feel like I'm ticking off all these boxes of success in life, yet I'm truly not happy. I was diagnosed with depression at 16. Every thought in my mind was destructive, like at least 80% of them, like majority of the thoughts. And I was so go-go. I never rested. I had insomnia. I did everything I was told to do. I was the good girl and still wasn't happy. And so from this journey of depression, I remember a point where, the doctor said, you are depressed. I was like, yeah, I know, I feel like crap. Um, and I said to my dad, like, I really want the antidepressants. And he said, no, Talia, you're not going to take them because you are, when life throws you challenges when you're older, you can't just pop a pill to feel better. You need to build resilience. You need to learn to use natural solutions for health and so on. So that began my journey in starting weekly yoga with women, 3 times my age and self-development as part of my self-healing journey. And I now know that I went through that because it's now what I teach. I've supported countless amounts of women to move through a similar scenario to myself, and reached amazing milestones on the other side of this. And this was when I decided I am going to feel better. I followed everything that felt good, and I followed the better th feeling thought, which is what Abraham Hicks and Esther Hicks teaches. I learned about manifestation first through reading. I found exercise to the point that I actually became obsessed with exercise, and it was like the one thing that made me happy. It then led into an eating disorder, body dysmorphia, to the point that exercise, yeah, was the only thing that made me happy, and still navigating unhealthy relationships, with my family. And I realized that the most unhealthy relationship I had was actually with myself. And this is the thing that changed everything. And this is what I learned. I found all of this about energetics, science, the connection between quantum physics that changed everything for me. And we're not going to dive deep into this right now because this stuff is what we go into in the Soulshine Living School inside the Life by Design coaching program. It is around changing and transforming who you are from a foundational level so that you can magnetically manifest. But I just want to make you aware that there is so much more to learn here. The moment that it all clicked for me was when I was working with one of my personal training clients. She was 60, she had 2 kids, she worked a 9 to 5, and she appeared like pretty happy, but I was like, come on, like you can be happy now. And she's like, I'll be happy when I'm on the holiday. And I was like, when is the holiday? And she's like, next year. And I couldn't believe that this woman was going to wait one whole year to give herself permission to be happy and relax. From that moment on, I knew I never wanted to live life this way and that there must be another way to live a fulfilled, happy life. And I went on the search to find that. And honestly, I did. I realized that I didn't want to do life like majority of the people, and we're programmed into this society that was saying, go to uni, get your degree, get the job, ride the scales, like, you know, do this and you'll be happy. But yet she was there and she wasn't happy. So, with that knowledge, I did something with it. I took action from a place of love, purpose, and alignment. And this led beyond my double degree to following my soul. I did exactly what my parents wanted me to do, which was finish a uni degree, and I finished two. Then I ran my own business. So I started running wellness workshops called the Self Care Sunday on Sundays, and retreats and landing speaking roles and really teaching embodiment of self-development and what makes people truly happy, and vision and goals and intuitive channeling. And then I leapt out of the safe 9 to 5 and I never looked back. I let go of my teaching degree and it has been the best decision that I ever made. And now I teach others how to do that. And it is through a journey of I self-invested at a point where I was really afraid to, but I realized that real success in life was a life lived daily in joy. And I wasn't in joy. I wanted to live a life that I was excited to wake up to each day with connection, passion, purpose, and a plan. And so I created my own ladder of success and I broke free from the path of should and followed my soul, yes. And even when it made no sense at the time, I followed this feeling inside my body. I let go of like feeling like I had to follow what everyone else was doing because I realized my body didn't like that. My body wasn't responding well. It was keeping me sick and stuck and dead inside. And this is when I just started deciding my life rather than letting life be decided for me. Or staying in the tribe habits or family ways or societal norms that keep us stuck. So, before we move on, I want to make you realize that we are in a cycle 9 year, the year of the snake, the completion, the shedding, the ending of karmic cycles. So, this is the best time right now to fully let go, to fully detox, and also set yourself up for success in 2026. This is the stripping down. It is preparing your soul for what is next, and the process in itself is actual medicine for the soul if you choose to see it this way. Okay. Next year, the year of the horse, January. Okay. And we're recording this in December of 2025. 2026 is the beginning that you move and rise in confidence in what your soul is here for. The next 9 years are going to be epic for you, but the momentum is happening right now, and you are walking into the direction that feels right for you. So, as you shed your final skin, the 2026 horse arrives to carry you into a future that you are finally ready to receive. So, I want you to pause this right now, get your journal out, get your pen out, and ask yourself, what is your intuition saying? In knowing all of this, what is your heart saying? What is it beckoning for more of? What do you want out of this one magical life? So, the real reason that most goals fail is not because people lack motivation or aren't disciplined enough, but that can be a reason, or they don't want it badly enough. Most of them fail because they're in survival mode. Okay. They are literally living in fear and the external expectations of their family and removing themselves potentially from tribe by, not following the predictable way to succeed in life. They're stuck in old identities, and this is really evident, particularly if you're a mum and the identity of who you were before you became a mother, or if you have transformed, you've been through a divorce, you've been through a big milestone in life, or even small ones. Saturn return when you're 28, 29 is an identity shift in itself, and it's a massive one. And this is here for the rising. They also fail because their nervous system doesn't feel safe to move forwards. And creating that safety is actually a foundation of moving out of survival into safety. And this is where you can achieve anything you put your mind on. So I want to ask you, where are you right now? And this is the emotional frequency chart. We go into this in more detail inside the Life by Design program, where we teach you about the energetics and science behind the feeling states that manifest faster and why that happens. But if you are encouraged, that is the first point that you have the willingness to transform. This is where we become expanded rather than contracted into, I can't do this, into rather, I can do this. I am here for this. And when we rise into the frequency of 500 plus, which is love and freedom and joy, we actually can manifest so much faster because we are in a higher vibrational feeling state where synchronicities and extraordinary outcomes occur. A reminder that if you haven't decided what you want out of your life yet, you have to choose. Guessing keeps you stuck. Your nervous system is overwhelmed. You overthink decisions. You second guess yourself. You might decide and then you decide again and you don't commit and align because there's steps that you have to move through. I'm going to tell you what these steps are right now, which is why people decide and then they back out. You start strong and then you collapse. You copy other people's paths, hoping it will work, and it doesn't work for you. And this isn't a strategy problem, it's a regulation and identity problem. This is why you need accountability, support, a plan beyond the dream with goal setting. And this is why, honestly, I failed at manifestation for so long and why now I teach it and create support for others. This is the shift that changes everything. It is making the decision to live a life by design versus a life by default. Most people are honestly living by default. They're reacting to life instead of choosing. They're forcing instead of aligning. They're letting bad things happen, get them down, and they're hustling instead of trusting that everything is happening for them, even the challenges in life. And they don't decide and fully commit because the challenges will happen as soon as you decide. Challenges are part of the manifestation pathway. I'm going to show you that very shortly. And when they happen, people back out and then they go, I can't do this. So they go back to living by default, programmed into what they were told to do instead of what their soul is really calling them into. Now, living life by design means choosing intentionally, acting from clarity, letting momentum come from alignment with heart coherence. And 2026, it does not have to be hard. It needs to be designed. Okay. This is how you transform into the life that you are here to live. And I love these beautiful photos. These is my beautiful husband that I've been with for 17 years, over half of my life, who I manifested and chose intentionally. And I want to tell you, like, there's times within our relationship that I've been like, we weren't even married. I was like, we need to get a divorce. But we grew together through the challenge. There's my beautiful daughter that we so intentionally brought into the world. And I run an amazing business that is designed in alignment with my heart. There's a picture of me there wearing a dress. And, the me 15 years ago hated dresses. And I bought dresses and left them in the cupboard because I didn't feel worthy of wearing them. I didn't feel beautiful. And let this be a reminder that right now you can choose to have a new beginning. I teach a 5-part Life by Design framework for success. And this is about knowing it and then fully embodying it. You can't just know it and then hope it's going to happen. You have to embody it from a soul level. It is first stabilizing from foundational level, which is what we've been talking about, that you need to program your body through a nervous system pathway first to feel safe enough to receive the thing that you want. If you don't feel safe enough to receive the thing you want, it's not going to happen. Okay, the second thing is to clarify your goals and choose and decide what that next level identity exactly is. Third, we're making the identity shift and we're making the moves, girl. We're making the moves. Then we're going to align energetically through transmission into your soul mission. And then we are going to integrate everything through challenge mastery on repeat to embody your next level self. Now, today we're going to focus on one key piece, and this is something that will surprise you that most people skip, and that is clarity through intuitive channeling. This is where everything changes. Instead of goal setting, from logic and fear and pressure and conditioning, hello, what everyone else is doing. We get clarity in next level identity goals through intuitive channeling. And I've got this picture here of me on a yoga mat because this is where I intuitively channeled so much in my life, that happened. And what happened when I actually moved in with my husband is he started talking to me on the yoga mat and then I stopped intuitive channeling. And I actually had to put a boundary down and go, hey, this sounds stupid, but when I'm on the yoga mat, don't talk to me. And he understood. And then I was able to dream up everything again. And yeah, just sometimes we need to make those crazy moves and they feel crazy, but they need to happen. And I'm sure you can think of one for yourself right now. So this is how hundreds of women I've worked with have stopped guessing, have found clarity, and finally trusted themselves. Intuitive channeling is regulated, truth-led, and identity-based. It is not like manifesting from fantasy. It is not ignoring the reality. It's about hearing your own inner authority, that voice inside yourself that is only yours, and ditching people pleasing and imposter so that you can actually move forwards and make it happen. This is why so many people don't reach their goals, is because they stay stuck in, I can't do this because so many other people are doing it. When you use this, you channel your goals instead of forcing them. You stop copying other people and you actually start to feel calmer and clearer, knowing that, hey, if I've got this dream, it's actually for me. I actually need to make it happen. Your energy becomes clean and focused because you've made the decision. There's no more junk thoughts of like, should I do this? Should I not? Da, da, da. Like, it's such a waste of energy. And instead, you wake up with this clarity of what you're doing with a plan and you follow through so naturally because you know and trust yourself. And your goals, they finally feel true for you. And as Joe Dispenza says, change is created first from the belief. So you have to believe in yourself first. Then you see the vision of it, and then you have heart coherence with it, and then it really happens fast. So we are going to do a process and a very quick one today where you are going to meet your higher self and we're going to write down some things. And I want to first say that this is a very first step of like, what is the next step for me? Okay. Rather than going deep into the layers of connecting you up with your star and down with the earth hara and going into the energetics of yourself beyond the four levels of your body, which is what we do inside Life by Design. We're going to first just work with your intuition, channel that, and give you your first next steps. Okay. So I want you to get a journal and a pen. And first of all, just close down your eyes and call into the room the version of you that you love. She has no fears, no doubts. She doesn't need to be anywhere else but here. And she is the most authentic, loving you. I want you to see her walk into the room. Notice what she's wearing. Notice the smile on her face and her skin. Notice what she's wearing, what color she's wearing. And when I first did this process, I was not wearing dresses or wearing my hair down or embodying the fullest expression of myself. I was really in a hustle of exercise clothes and running and afraid to fully see myself as the balance of the beautiful feminine woman that I am. So, as your most authentic self, call her into the room. I want you to just ask her, like, what do you do for exercise? What do you love to do for exercise? What is your skin routine? If there was a week that you could tell me about your health, your wellness goals, and how you achieve them, tell me what you're doing. From there, I want you to see where she lives. Is it in the same house you're living in right now? Or is it somewhere else? What does she do for fun? Just noticing the first pictures that come to your mind without any logical comprehension needed. Ask her what her bucket list items are. Is there anything she wants to do or explore or see in the world? When I did this once, I just had a hot air balloon come out of the sky, and it was like, this is one thing you really want to do. It made no sense at the time. Are there places she dreams to travel? Just notice. Who are the most important people in her life? Is there a lover with her in her home? And she might even live in a caravan or be on the road or who knows? Only you can see these visions. How is her relationship? It is healthy, it is happy. And if you're currently in a relationship with someone right now, does she have any advice for you in how to raise the vibration of that relationship? My higher self once told me romance, and for the last year, we've been really focusing intentionally on the goal of romance since having my daughter and bringing that romance back into our relationship. It's been really beautiful. Do you have any children? And just building the picture out of your lifestyle and your relationships in alignment with your higher self. From there, I want you to explore how you work, your income and your impact. The impact comes first, and the income is a result, the energy, the frequency of the impact that you create within the world. What do you dream to do? What is your ideal career? And what is your ideal work week? Do you work Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday, or do you work 2 or 3 days? I remember manifesting from working full time to then working only 2 hours for the week and making the same income. That seemed crazy at the time, but my higher self told me you need to refine this. And all of that extra time and space actually opened up the ability for me to run these workshops and retreats and plan them out. And it was all navigating me on the next path of my soul's mission and purpose. So listen to what your soul says. Anything is possible. You get to design your ideal work week. If you thrive only working in the morning or only working at night, you can place that in and ask your higher self, what am I here for? And if you don't hear a lot, you can say, what is the next step? What do you want me to know? And lastly, I want you to explore your personal identity. What are you known for? What is your legacy? And this is a big question that can bring up a lot, but I want you to dull it down to if I left the earth, what would I be remembered for? What do I want to be remembered for? And from that place, I want you to open your eyes and write down 10 words that describe that version of you, your higher self, the version of you that you love, the version of you that you have seen in your mind's eye. That first next step. This is only the first step. This is opening your third eye portal to your next step. 10 words that describe her. It might be beautiful, courageous, empathetic, strong, a go-getter. 10 words. I'm going to keep moving, but you can pause this anytime you need. Then you are going to write down, you're going to put one line down the middle and one across, and you are going to write down 4 sections. The first is your health and fitness goals, your personal behavioral, business, career, lifestyle, relationships. Okay. So we met these parts of ourselves within our higher self channeling. Okay. And you can do this multiple times. Go back over it if you need to go back in there. And we actually do a longer process and really dive into this deeply inside the Life by Design journey. But for now, we're just tapping into it. I want you to dot point like 3 to 5 goals around your health and fitness to activate the version of you that is your higher self, the version of you that you love. So, how do you want to look and feel? How do you achieve this? And what are the weekly non-negotiables? So that goals could look like 2 liters of water, Pilates 3 times a week, a sauna once a week, whatever your higher self said she was doing to achieve the way that she looked and felt in self-love. Write down some actionable steps for that right now. Then you are going to write down your lifestyle and relationship goals, how your relationships feel. So, as I said, we set some intentions around romance within our relationship. And quickly that meant, a date night once a fortnight, phones down after 5 p.m., and intentional like eye gazing. There were things that we put in place to raise the vibration of that and bring that goal into a reality. Then what is your lifestyle? Where do you live? What is the home that you're manifesting? You might have a car that you're manifesting, those bucket list items, the travel, write it all down because nothing happens if it stays in the realm, in the mind's eye. It's got to come out onto paper and then move into action. Next, we have these business and career goals, what you want to create and contribute. You decide, don't let it be decided for you. What is your ideal work week? How many hours are you working? What are you doing? What is your income and what is the impact? How are you creating and contributing? Write down those goals now. Okay. Once you decide, it is not up to you into knowing how it happens. It's up to you to then take aligned, inspired action and allow it to happen. And lastly, personal behavioral. So this is your personal code of conduct. You are this person to all people, what you wish to be known for, and your legacy. I remember when I became a Lululemon ambassador, I was actually asked with their vision and goals coach, like, what's your legacy? What do you want to be known for? And I was in my 20s at the time. I was so young. All of a sudden, I'd won this award and my life had just been put in the spotlight. And I was like, I don't know. I just want to help people. And it made me dig deeper into this to understand that my legacy was to live a life that made me shine and inspire others to do the same. And what that meant was my personal code of conduct was to leave every person that I met or every interaction with people with them feeling like they could do anything they put their mind on. So no matter what, that was my intention. It wasn't be kind to this person and unkind to that person. It was treat all people with the same respect. Okay. You get to decide that. Then what you can do is actually take a photo of this and use good old ChatGPT to put the photo into ChatGPT and use the prompt, write me a two-page manifesto for your name. Okay. So if your name is Alice McLeod, write me a two-page manifesto for Alice McLeod, and it will spit out a two-page manifesto all about your vision. Then you can actually, which is really cool, go write me a morning routine, write me a night routine. How do I overcome challenges with this? And it will help you clearly outline all of those steps. Beyond here, the next step, once you've decided through intuitive channeling, is to do the process again and keep adding detail to this. And there's a heap of other tools that we use inside the Life by Design, like scripting, boundaries, subconscious reprogramming, rewirings, then going through challenge mastery hacks to align to the vision through inspired action and a game plan and tweak, test, polish until we nail that. And what this means is meeting your triggers and tests. So challenge mastery is part of the pathway of manifestation. The first thing of manifestation is actually deciding what you want, is manifesting, is intuitively channeling. I'm choosing to create a life of my design that I've decided rather than default. And then what happens once you've decided is you don't work out how it happens. But what you do know every single time is that you're going to meet a challenge that you need to reframe and train your brain into seeing the challenge as an opportunity. Okay. So this is where you have to meet your triggers and tests and why you need coaching and why I needed coaching to actually get to where I wanted to go was because that challenge stayed in self-sabotage until I got support to meet all parts of myself and grow and elevate into the next challenge and keep growing and go and go and go. And this is how I healed depression naturally. It's because I became a magnet to my manifestations. And instead of staying stuck, I lent in, I met my parts, and I preserved all of those learnings and grew and now teach on exactly what I have learned. This leads to what I call our cha-ching moment. And this isn't just financial, it's receiving the things that we're manifesting, whether it's a relationship or work opportunity or new home or new car or whatever it might be. Might even be time and space. You will receive that if you go through these other three steps. So what are the roadblocks that you keep hitting that are holding you back from your biggest breakthrough? Remembering that that challenge is going to keep circulating until you break through the challenge, and the challenges can often be really stupid. So, I was manifesting a thriving business, yet I kept avoiding being seen and heard. That was my challenge. Okay. That was my challenge, avoiding being seen and heard. I had to overcome that to grow. Now, the me that you guys know on social media, you would be shocked to know that I used to avoid getting my photo taken. Like a family gatherings, everyone had a family photo, and I would be the one screaming, no, no, no. And I overcame that. And, it led to so many other things in my journey. So for you, it might even be that you might not want to get your photos taken or get your branding pictures done, but actually that's the thing you need to do to elevate your business is to be seen and heard. I had another one where I did not answer my phone, but learning to answer my phone was the breakthrough that made me a $60,000 launch with my business. Okay. You might have a limiting belief that you need a breakthrough. I can't do that. I don't have enough resources. You might be like, I don't have enough money. I didn't have enough money when I first invested in a coach, but that was my breakthrough. So in knowing all of this, what can you do now to set up to have your breakthrough and lean in now? So you stop wasting your life and you start living and receiving and growing and expanding and knowing that you are safe to take a breakthrough. You are safe to take a risk. Okay. Whatever you focus on, it expands. So if you are focusing on, I do not have enough money, that is going to expand. You're not going to continue to have enough money. But if you're focusing on, I don't have enough money, but I'm going to take inspired action. I'm going to grow my finances. That is what will happen. This is the upward spiral of emotions. This is the downward spiral. Which way are you heading? Okay. If you are currently in fear, there is only one choice in my mind, and that is to move up the emotional guidance scale to this side. Okay. To move from fear to, even potentially worry is a better step forward, and then boredom, and then optimism. And then all of a sudden, we're back into the blue, green, purple zone where we manifest a lot easier. But what I want to make you realize is that you may not realize that if you're not getting desired results, your focus might actually be in the wrong area. And you think, like, this is going to help me get my results if I focus on my finances, if I focus on my work. And you might be doing stuff and it's getting no results and be like, well, why? It's actually because you need to work on your relationships. Because the frequency of your relationships is actually impacting the ability for you to manifest faster within your career or your home environment or your creativity. This is where one-on-one coaching becomes a pivotal part of speeding up manifestation potential. I'm going to share a little bit about the Life by Design pathway right now with you guys so that you can get set up to have the best 2026 ever. And this is a 3-month coached program, a high performing coach program with group and one-on-one support and accountability and education. There is no running from this. It is designed to get you results and it is designed to transition you into a soul-led business and life without burning out in 12 weeks or less. Now, I have helped women succeed within a month. So, what you can achieve within 12 weeks, within 3 months in working with me, will blow your mind. And I do not say that lightly. I say it because I've seen the results time and time again. This is a nervous system led coaching journey for purpose driven women in a 9 to 5 or women who are already on this transition of starting their soul led business, but they really are hitting that glass ceiling. They want more. They want more clarity. They want more confidence. They want a grounded plan to move forward, and they are ready to make it happen. There has never been a better time to do this than now, particularly if you are a driven, purpose led woman and you know that you're meant to build something more meaningful, your body is telling you you're here for more, and you just don't know how to go through. And if your only block is finances, that's more of a reason for you to lean in right now as well. Because Life by Design was created for you. This is a 12-week journey that supports you in getting clear on who you're becoming, that identity, defining what your next moves are, and actually stepping into that with support. And that can mean like a marketing plan, it can mean a business plan, it can mean guidance within how to set up your website or coaching, or, it's going to help you in skipping a lot of steps in trying to work it out yourself to go, actually, this is what you need to do to move the needle forward and get results. It is about creating a calm ecosystem within you that is the foundation for you manifesting with ease and grace and creating a sustainable transition into the work that you're here to do. It is about moving forward with confidence, self-trust, and nervous system safety so you stop self-sabotaging and start healing yourself without burning out, without forcing, and without quitting your job before you're ready as well, because there's a lot of taboo around that. I can think of three clients that I recently worked with in Life by Design that transitioned from the 9 to 5 very quickly within the first month to dropping to 3 days within their 9 to 5 and 2 days within their soul-led business to then transitioning to 2 and 2 and then a whole like work week day free for whatever they wanted as well. And we tweak, test, polish as we're moving along. If you need fast cash, if you need finances, we'll work out how to make that happen. If you need more time and space just for you or for doing the house chores, we'll work out how to make that happen. Life by Design helps you shift from feeling stuck and unsure to absolutely grounded in you can achieve anything you put your mind on. And this is so exciting because this is where we move from chaos to calm. Now, this is what it looks like inside our new upgraded Life by Design manifestation program platform. This is our school platform where we have a community classroom, calendar where all of our coaching sessions are, and a heap more. The program has been upgraded into it's so in depth. It's fully supported to stabilize your nervous system, to help you clarify your direction, shift your identity really quickly from wherever you are in life, align your life and business, and keep you in growth and momentum. And to do it in a way that makes you thrive and get excited to get out of bed every morning. So, I'm going to share a little bit more about pricing and everything very shortly, but for anyone on this December masterclass, you guys can actually access now, signing up now via the masterclass, a month free. So you are getting 4 months of coaching, which actually equals 24 group coach sessions, plus access to ongoing one-on-one support Tuesday to Friday for 4 months. That is so long. You can achieve so much in this time, and you can get like it's a personal trainer in your pocket. Imagine what you can achieve with the space to ask, to feel fully seen, to talk about anything around your life by design, your wheel of life, your work, your finances, your relationship, your personal healing, your triggers, your tests, your traumas, and actually get support with that. Plus, getting someone who knows you so well to pull you up on your stuff so that you can actually break through the challenges and elevate into your next level. I've been doing this work over 10 years now and supported hundreds of women through the process. And I know that they need these three things. The first is the Life by Design coaching, which is why our 6 monthly coaching calls, so you can see the calendar here, you can access any of them and jump on. There's group one-on-one support. We have three key themes. The first is the Life by Design coaching. Then we have a mindset call, which is purely focused on reprogramming your mind into the person that can master any challenge and start to really go, life is for me, so that you can move through challenges a lot faster. And the last part is through food freedom. A lot of people that I work with were like myself, where emotional eating is the self-sabotaging habit that is why they're not reaching their goals. And I can mean binge restrict, binging, overeating, undereating. Okay. It can even mean over exercising or not exercising at all. as ways to control our life because women love control. And when we can't control our goals and the speed of when they're happening, we want to control something else, and often that's food. So we have a whole call. We have one of these monthly that is all around food freedom, and you can jump on there, listen in, get really motivated in understanding the energetics behind energetic weight loss as well, so that you feel in self-respect of yourself, as you know, and a lot of beautiful hacks to support you in brain clarity. Um, yeah, and to digest and assimilate not just food, but life and the flow of life, because everything affects everything. So inside this 12 weeks, you guys get the educational online program. We've got rewirings inside there as well, yoga classes, emotional wellness boosters, recipes, the full emotional eating freedom 12-week journey. So that's in there for free in case you want to access it. You guys can just jump on there and learn all about how to stop emotional eating so that you can really find what your soul is hungry for and start stepping through that. And then you have the full 8-module Life by Design program plus masterclasses and so much more. You are going to want to, every time you're in your car, listen to this stuff and a lot around money mindset as well, so that you can really start to receive from that abundance mindset in all areas of life and feel safe to see money as an energetic frequency rather than something good or bad. And it's really beautiful. It's life-changing. Every single person that I've worked with has said that and just wanted to dive back in. It's the one thing that works and continues to work. So the investment into this new identity, it's not an expense, it's an energetic commitment to the life, the business, and the woman that you are becoming. It is only $3,200 today. This is valued at over $6,000. Okay, plus you're getting an extra month completely for free. So you're getting 4 months of coaching with me through one-on-one support, through group support, through live calls, through masterclasses, through education, through rewirings. There is no running from here. Plus, I didn't mention actually the weekly accountability forms for you guys to fill in as well. Okay. You're getting this for just $3,200. Your life can be completely different in 4 months. Your life can be completely different in 1 week. And it always happens as soon as people align and commit to this, they're just like, it's happening, Talia, already. It's because you literally told the universe, I'm not playing small anymore. I am here for more. Let's make it happen. Now, when you join today, you actually get to access this for $1,000 off. Okay. Next year, this price is reaching 4,200. Okay. And you only get the 3 months. So access today, 3,200 plus the extra month of coaching for free. And you get the emotional eating freedom course worth over $3,000. Plus you get a bonus voucher for 400 off any Soulshine retreat in Adelaide or Bali to use. And all of the masterclasses, the community via school, and there is a payment plan option if you need for 1,300 monthly. Now, there's never a better time to join than now. If money is a problem for you, reach out and lean in. I remember when I could not afford the $6,000 coach that I had that made me the $60,000 because I needed to learn. I needed to step through my challenges. I needed to show up in a different way. In order to get a different result, we need to become a different person. And the only way to do that is to get support. So to apply to work with me, guys, if you are watching the recording back, there is a link below where you can jump on and access this right now. After joining, you will get sent an onboarding form that you will fill in that will be your first step of goals, and I'll be expanding you from there because within a month, a lot of people reach their goals within a month. So what happens is we actually set more goals. And I keep stretching you, and we keep stepping into more and more of what you're becoming, and you keep loving life more and more. It is so much fun. So, joining today, we have the Masterclass December bonus of 4 months of coaching plus the price of only 3,200. Okay, when you join today, there has never been an offer like this. Guys, if you got a lot out of this, please share it. Please connect with me on social media and jump on over to the soulshinelivingschool.com.